there are growing concerns among Democrats, Corinne, in terms of whether he's up for this. As Joe and I was just saying, that like the pace is only going to pick up. Like the campaign has largely, other than these debates, kept him out of a lot of big public moments in the public eye. Yeah. What are you hearing in terms of Democrats' concerns about whether Joe Biden's simply up for the job?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that they don't know if he is going to be. This is the folks like in my circle, right? The folks who are doing this behind the scenes and wondering, can he do it if he becomes a nominee and he's up against Donald Trump.
This was his opening statement.
Well, look, the next president of the United States is going to have to do two things. Defeat Donald Trump, that's number one. And number two, he's going to have to be able to go into states like Georgia and North Carolina and other places. One, that Donald Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. That's pretty clear. He held up aid to make sure that while at the same time innocent people in the Donbass are getting killed by Russian soldiers. Secondly, I found out that Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president.
All right, so of course, Willie, he's struggling there. He's closing his eyes. He knows he's having trouble finding words. The sentences are jumbled. The words are jumbled. But I just wonder, is the media grading Joe Biden on a scale? Are we afraid to say that a lot of his sentences don't make sense, that he's having trouble completing thought?
Biden, I wouldn't say that he was a house of fire in any of the debates that we've been to. And yet he kind of bumps along, you know, kind of Mr. Magooing his way through this. And you keep worrying that he's going to hit a wall, but he's moving forward.
He is.
I think more concerning for the Biden campaign is that press conference he gave where he has to explain why he made some comment about President Obama maybe being assassinated. I mean, the fact is, this is just piling up and piling up and piling up for Biden. The very first time I saw him go out and campaign was his very first day of campaigning in Iowa. And on his first two stops, he said, back when I was president, which of course he never was. This is a thing where it's like, are voters going to care or not? We don't really know.
Yeah.
But as long as it becomes a central story of his campaign is him trying to constantly explain why he says Keene, New Hampshire's in Vermont, or what he said the thing about Obama being assassinated, or when I was president, or anything else, that's more of a concern, I think, than just one poll.
I watched his whole soapbox speech at the Iowa State Fair. And first of all, you're right. He got up there and he was like, I only have 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, he actually had 20. So he rushes through like this rush thing. And then he's like, how much time have they got left? They're like, 15 minutes, sir. And he's like, 15 seconds? No, 15 minutes. It was so bad. And after watching that speech, I said to myself, oh my God, he's not just Hillary Clinton 2.0, he's actually worse. Because whatever you think of Hillary Clinton, and I've been very critical, at least she was prepared, right? She would never have gotten up at that soapbox speech and had nothing prepared, rushed through a bunch of like talking points, litany that I couldn't even tell you what he said. I mean, at least she was ready for battle. This is a mess. And you also know, if he hadn't been the Vice President Barack Obama for 8 years, there is no way he would be polling at more than 1%.
He's not a talented politician. I mean, he's got an authenticity to him, and the truth is that so many people in this town feel reverence towards him just because they've known him for so long, Amtrak Joe, that we can't watch those debate performances and his lackluster speech and all this and just go, what is going on here? I mean, during that debate, who gives back time during a debate? I can't let it go. There's no politician on earth that does that. And we're all just like, oh, Joe Biden had a medium performance. Yeah, I mean, it's a disaster. I just don't understand it.
I would just urge anyone who is supporting Biden right now, look, there's a lot to admire about his personal characteristics, about the life that he's led. All of that is true. However, just really watch and listen and ask yourself if this is the person who can beat Donald Trump, because I just don't see it.
Couldn't agree with you more.